Write a program in C programming language that would prompt a user to enter an integer. The program should then check whether the integer entered is a prime number and output the results. Now learners, one thing we need first of all to understand is that we need to know what a prime number is. Now, a prime number is a natural number. Prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that is not a product of two smaller natural numbers. So what are the natural numbers? Now, the natural numbers are like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So all these are natural numbers. Now, natural numbers are integers without a decimal place from 1 and upwards. Now, how do we know that? For example, the number 6. 6. Now, is 6 a prime number or not? Now, how do you know that a prime number, or how do you know that a number is a prime number or not? You know a prime number by dividing that number by number 1 and the number itself. If the number is divisible completely, that is, it has no remainder, then that number is not a prime number. Now, if the number can only be divided by 1 and itself, then that is a prime number. For example, when you have 6, 6 can be divided by 2. It gives us 3, remainder, rem, 0. Now, 0. Now, 2 times 3 is 6. Now, 2 and 3 are within number 6. So, this one is not a prime number. Now, when it comes to 7, now 7 is a prime number because it can only be divided by 1, and itself. So, it gives us 7, rem, 0. It can again be divided by 7. It gives us rem, 0. Now, 7 is a prime number because it can only be divided by 1 and itself to give us it has a remainder of 0. But when you have a number which has numbers within it which can divide it completely, like 2 can divide 6, it can be divided by 2 and it remains 0. So this one is not a prime number. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by 1 or itself. Now that we understand what a prime number is, how do we know that? How do we calculate and know that a number is a prime or not? Now we use the divisors. The divisors of a natural number are the natural number that divide that number evenly, that is, without a remainder. Every natural number has both 1 and itself as a divisor. If it has any other divisor, then that number cannot be a prime number. Our program, let us start. Hashtag include stdio.h. Oops. stdio.h. Link. H main. Now, we first of all need to enter that number. Okay. First of all, we need to have a variable for that number. For example, let us have a variable number, int number. Then let us have a message printf, enter the number. Enter the number. So terminate with a semicolon. Then let us store our number at the number variable, scanf quotes %d So we have entered our number. Now let us check first of all if the number is less than 1, because we are saying that to us to know if the number is a prime or not, we must first of all divide by 1 and the number is saved. So let us check if number is less than or equal to 1, so printf false number. False number. So just in case somebody puts a number less than 1, it will automatically say false number. Else if the number modulus 2 is equals to 0, now else if the number is modulus 2 is equals to 0, this simply means that if the number we have entered, when you divide it, it has a remainder of 0, then what does it say? Then it says printf quotes %d is not a prime number. Prime number. Comma number. Else printf quotes %d is a prime number. So terminate to the semicolon. So simply what we have done here, we have declared a variable number such that we will be entering a number. Then we have a message here asking you to input a number. Then we store that number in the number variable. Now, if the number is less than 1, that will be a false number, because we are going to divide, to know that a number is a prime, we are going to divide that number with 1 by 1 and the number itself. So when somebody puts a 0 or something below, that will be automatically false. Then else if that number modulus 2, it gives you 0, meaning that if you divide that number and there is no remainder, then it should print the number is not a prime number. Else, print the number is a prime number. So when you save your work, let's save our work, prime 2. So let us save it. Now let us run it. After saving your work, let us now try to run our program, that is, run it. So it asks enter the number. For example, let us enter 6. So it says 6 is not a prime number. Let us enter maybe 8 or 9. Let us enter 9. So it says 9 is a prime number, and it is true. If you divide 9 by 1, it gives you 9. There is no remainder. If you give 9 by 9, it's a 0. There is no remainder. Okay. Now when you put 7, let us run. Put 7. Say 7 is a prime number. Now maybe let us put 45. Run. 45. It says 45 is a prime number, and there you go. Now those are the kind of questions that you find in your NEC exams. Now guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that whenever we come up with a video like this, you'll be able to be the first person to be notified. And remember that these practicals are tailor-made for you to pass your exams. So make sure you subscribe so that you can be able to do well in your exams.